Welcome back to Low Buck Builds. In today's video, we're going to be doing an alternator in this 2008 F-350. I already did one in another video for a 05 F-250, which was super similar, but hey, some of you guys might have an F-350 and not an F-250, so let's go ahead and get to it.
I should have been a fishing YouTuber.
Alright, so our first step is we got to remove this plastic piece here. So flathead screwdriver there, and pull this out of the way. Also unattach this hose and just move it out to the side. Also make sure your battery's unhooked. This out of the way. This one thing off just like that. Alright, right here is our alternator. We got this bracket up top. It has 10mm bolts on it. We're going to go ahead and take that out first. Looks like we're missing one. I'm going to go ahead and move them out of the way. So let's get to that. We're going to have to go find some bolts or get some. I think one of them just broke. It did, the head broke right off. That sucks. I have to figure that out. Bring you guys in here. So yeah, on this one right here, the head broke right off. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how to get that out of there. Yeah. I don't know. It'll probably be alright without it. This one over here was missing in the beginning. So I gotta go find a bolt for that. Right there. This one was missing. Alright, so let's get this bracket out of the way. We got two more bolts under here, but first we gotta loosen up our belt. Alright, so next we're gonna take our breaker bar and we're gonna put it on our idler pulley. And we're going to loosen up this belt. So I'm just going to move it just enough to get this belt off. Alright. That's all I need. Alright, we got two bolts on the front. We just need to loosen those up and radiator should come out. Okay, the front bolts are also 10mm. Let's go ahead and take off the electrical connections first. Power is 10mm as well. Go ahead and remove that. And then we'll remove the plug. This and carefully tuck it away out of the way. Now we're down to just the alternator. And we'll go ahead and loosen these two 10s. Alright, let's put a small breaker on it. Just had to move the belt out of the way. Alright, moment of truth. Alright, so I picked this one up from AutoZone. I had to order it. It was a lot cheaper than what they had in the stock. I think I paid like $150 for it with the core. I'll put the price up in the corner. Hopefully this is the right one because there's like 3 different alternators they put on these trucks. And sometimes they just like to ship you the wrong one. Very well packaged. Alright, let's make sure this is the right one. Pulley looks a little smaller. That scares me. Self-excite, yep. Plugs all look alright. I'm about to get a tape measure. I think this pulley looks a little smaller. Alright. 2 3/8. 2.5. I don't know if that's gonna matter. If it is, 2.5. So they're 1/8 inch difference. I think the idler pulley will take up that difference. If not, we'll pull it out and swap the pulleys. All right, let's get in the truck. First, there we go. Just a little tight, and then we'll drive this one in, and then we'll tighten them both. So I'll make sure it doesn't pull this one up, this side up. Alright, belt's back on. Now we'll do our top bracket. Start them by hand just to keep from stripping them out. I'll hand tighten the rest of the way so I can see how much torque's being put on it. I don't want to break them. There's only 2 left. And they all have to be like crazy tight. That one's good. This one might have already stripped out. It's mainly there just to hold the wire. Think about running a self-tapping and a washer on this side. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll go ahead and do our connection. Snug, don't have to be crazy tight. There we go. Call it 2-finger tight. There we go. Alright, goes tab towards the front of the truck. So in case you make the same mistake, it goes in sideways. So yeah, those are your 3 connections. They're all connected up. So I just need to get this air box back on and we'll be ready to fire it up. But first I'm going to go ahead and check the tension, make sure this belt feels tight enough. Yeah, that pulley size didn't make a difference. The idler pulley just had to tighten it up a little more. We're going to get the airbox back on and then we'll start her up and see if it's working. Alright, I ended up putting just a screw there with some washers just to kind of help. I don't think it'll hurt anything, and it's better than nothing. So let's get this airbox back on. Alright, it's going to be good enough to try. I'm going to have to go to AutoZone and get a big ass clamp. This one's not working anymore. Let's go ahead and fire it up and test to see if the alternator still, if it's working. So let me get things set up and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, I'm going to start it up. We got our voltmeter here to check and see if our alternator is working. Let's see what it is before we start. The battery is currently, try where you might be able to see it, 12.37. So yeah, it's pretty low. Yeah, we're still not charging. Alright, we shut it down and we'll pull that plastic off and check the alternator itself. Alright, so we're not done yet. Apparently our alternator cable's out, so we need to go get an alternator cable because it's not charging the battery. So I need to do that, and I need to get a big clamp for the airbox. Alright, so I think we got a cable break. Right here's our cable that goes all the way over here to the alternator. So let's go ahead and check continuity and see if there's a break in this cable somewhere. Alright, let's check continuity. Alright, let's grab the cable here. Alright, so we're bypassing that main cable there. I had to put a new battery in because the other one was dead. So we're going to go start it up and see if we have any, and see if the alternator is charging at all. Alright, so I figured out what we got going on. This terminal's bad. Move this out of the way. I have no continuity from here to here. So this terminal's shot. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out this terminal. I'm going to take off this cable, put the original one back on because it's got continuity, and we'll try it out. In the meantime, I'm charging the battery because it doesn't have enough juice to run. So let me get this terminal swapped out and we'll try everything again. So it was completely my fault. So line's good, it was the terminal. So now we got a new alternator, new battery, new terminal. We should be good to go there. But yeah, we're charging 14.5, which is perfect. 14.43, so we're good to go. This alternator's good. Yay. And another project completed. So we're going to be doing a lot of different things to this truck. So if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see those videos coming up, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.